Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Y'all thought you were getting a new intro, didn't you? No. Maybe. It might be coming. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2018. Always 18. The album, Dad AF. Rock on, gold dust woman. Okay, so getting into this video, let me just say that I thought starting 2019 with a fresh start, I would do it in a, do it, oh my God. I would do I would make a video in a different spot than I usually do. The chair is right over there. So I thought, why not do it in front of the window today with the ring light. Hello, ring light. And so I wanted to do it at a different spot. This is not where I'm gonna do it normally, but I may try to do it in some different spots around the house going forward. Okay, so, let's get right into this video. First of all, I just want to say, a lot of people are speculating that Trisha Paytas was talking about me in her last video that she put up about New Year's Eve. I do not believe that she is talking about me. I think she's talking about Chris from The Rewired Soul. Go check Chris out. He does very, very interesting videos, and he and I chat and stuff, and he's a really nice guy. So I'll link his video below, or his channel below. Okay, let's get right into this video. I do want to say this before we get into it, that my husband and I did a Q&A yesterday that we posted. Thank you so much for the comments. You guys were so supportive. But we also started a couple's Instagram, at Peter and Alex. It's listed below. In 24 hours, we reached over 1,000 followers, which is just really, really cool. It's a new venture for us. We're so excited about it. So thank you if you followed that Instagram. Go check it out if you haven't. There's only one picture up there, but I think we're going to post another picture today. We're going to try to post pictures up there daily. One of my goals for 2019 is to post videos on every one of my 5 channels, yes, 5 channels, all listed below, on a daily basis. But that will probably not happen as of today. I don't know. So anyway, and I am planning a little trip to LA the first week of February, which I'm very, very excited about. So let's get into this video, shall we? This video today is about James Charles destroying his makeup with Jeffree Star, and is James Charles the hypocrite of the world? So, if you don't know what you don't know is a lot, Jeffree Star and James Charles did this video where they destroyed a bunch of makeup with not a flamethrower by Tesla, that's what it's called, and sledgehammers. They also destroyed their own palettes. James destroyed his Morphe palette, and Jeffree destroyed his blood sugar palette. But what was interesting to me was what was said before the video started by Jeffree Star. So, at the beginning, Jeffree was kind of talking about 2018 and all the highlights that he had in 2018, and 2018 was a great year for Jeffree Star. But what was interesting to me was that he said in there 2 things. Number one, he said that if we learned any lessons in 2018, we learned not to come for Jeffree Star or it will end your career. And then the other thing that he said was that there was a lot of drama in 2018 and he was not part of that. Jeffree, I don't know if you were joking in that or what was going on there, but you were a big part of a lot of the drama that was going on in 2018. You handled it differently than you usually do, which is saying a lot, but it was still kind of all around Jeffree Star and the whole situation that happened with Laura and Manny and Gabriel and Nikita. I mean, that all kind of went back to Jeffree Star a little bit. So that was interesting to me. But my favorite quote of the entire video, okay, was at the very end when they destroyed Kat Von D makeup. And it was like the last piece of Kat Von D makeup that Jeffree Star had. And he said, in 2019, we vaccinate our kids. And I kind of really lived for that. So I had to bring out the big fan, you know. We love any Jeffree Star Kat Von D shade, don't we? And if you go back to my channel, the very, very first video that I ever did on this channel was actually the very first drama video that I ever did on September 1st of 2016 was discussing Jeffree Star and Kat Von D drama. So it's interesting to me that 2.5 years later, it's still kind of there, you know? But I understand that. So let's get into this video. So then he has James Charles come in and they go through all the makeup and they talk about, you know, this makeup. Now, what's interesting about this, okay? Coincidence, I'm not a big believer in coincidences, is that just a few days ago, James Charles went off on this girl, Lauren Godwin, for, she made this TikTok Musical.ly little video. I did a video about it where she destroyed his palate. And James Charles was like, this is not it, sis, okay? And he like said his feelings were real hurt and blah, 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 whatever, okay? And it caused this girl to get hate comments and people were telling her to die over a palate and all this kind of stuff. It was a lot. This is kind of bright, don't you think? Let's turn her down a little bit. Oh, hey. Okay. So anyway, when you show the truth behind the light. Anyway, and so then on the heels of that, it was very, very interesting, coincidental, I don't think so, that James and Jeffree, and I can just imagine this phone call, okay, girl, this is what we're going to do, okay, over this, anyway. So we're going to make this video and we're going to destroy all this makeup, right? And, you know, if it had just, this video had been planned 2 months ago, then yeah, I could totally see that. But like on the heels of this, to do this, I thought was very, very interesting. And he even says at the beginning of the video, James said, he goes, you know, like, it's kind of, you know, interesting that we're doing this video because just a couple days ago, this girl, and he talks about her, and he said that, you know, like, once he thought it through, that, you know, like, he felt really bad because she got these hate comments, and he said in there, one of my favorite quotes of life that I have been saying for quite some time over here, and no, I did not design it, create it, it's not my originality, but he said, it's just not that deep. And I even have that in my merch shop, so you can go buy it over there. But anyway, it's just not that deep. And going into 2019 with any of this drama, I can tell you that my response to a lot of it is going to be, it's just not that deep, right? That being said, and he does, you know, say that, like, you know, he felt bad for what happened and all this kind of stuff in there. That being said, I think in 2019, I would kind of like people, you know, in the beauty influencer community to think through their actions instead of the action happening and then them going, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Like, you know, he's not bringing her in any videos yet, I don't know, and saying, hey, gal, we're okay, and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, at the expense of all this, she did get a lot of hate for doing it because James Charles called her out on Twitter, and then he turns around and makes a video with Jeffree Star that made them both a lot of money and got them a lot of views. So, you know, I don't think people would have been as interested in this video had that not happened because there was a lot of hype around it. I still think that if they had done the video and it had never happened, they would have got a lot of views and stuff like that off of it. The other thing, though, that is fantastic is that Jeffree Star and James both said that they were donating $25,000 each to women's shelters in LA, and that is fantastic. So, but there were a lot of things that were said about this in the comment sections, and I'm going to read that in just a second. But the real question is James Charles a hypocrite for doing this? Because after just calling this girl out for, you know, and she was digging into it, okay? Like, it could still have been kind of used. They literally take not a torch or whatever it's called, not a flamethrower, to their palettes, okay? And if you haven't seen the video, you have to go see it. I actually, like, when I was watching it, it wasn't, other than kind of like the cute little comments that were made, it wasn't, to me, the most interesting video in the entire world, but it was interesting, like a different concept, I guess. One of my favorite things was watching Nathan stand in the background dressed up. Like, I seriously thought, is he like an extra and the river runs through it? Because he looked like a fisherman standing in the background, but it was kind of funny. So anyway, so they take all this makeup out that they didn't, it wasn't Jeffree Star approved in 2018, and they take sledgehammers to it and all this kind of stuff. And in some kind of very weird way, it was kind of artistic, so to speak. I don't know. But one of the things that I would have loved, well, Jeffree actually, he breaks his mirror, and I'm like, oh, dude, you are on top of the world right now. Don't you know that 7 years of bad luck? I wouldn't be breaking no mirrors on camera, okay? After you just said to come for Jeffree Star means to end your career, because this could be the ending of your career by breaking that by breaking that mirror on camera. No, I wouldn't test fate like that, but I'm super superstitious, so I don't. Listen, okay? I'm always like putting that cash cat out there. You know the cash cat? Okay, I put that picture on Twitter a million times because I love the cash cat so much. And if you put the cash cat out there, you get a lot of money, don't you? You know I'm talking about the cat that has like all the cash sitting around it? And I never walk underneath a ladder, never do that. And I always X black cats. Although black cats are now supposed to be good. It doesn't matter. But anyway, I would never have broken a mirror on camera, okay? I wouldn't deliberately break a mirror at all. But I was kind of hoping that the blood sugar palette, honestly, that he would torch the shit out of it and it wouldn't burn at all. And I was going to be like, oh my God, this would be so hilarious, you know? If it just totally wouldn't burn, like it just stayed exactly how it was. And what was interesting was James Charles was the one that almost kind of didn't burn a little bit. Deal with the devil? Who knows? But anyway, but when they dug underneath it, you could still kind of see some of the color, and they were like, we love pigment and all that kind of stuff. The video was cute. It was done well. You know, I like that they're donating money to the women's shelters. I think that's great. I guess on the heels of all this stuff with this Lauren Godwin, is it Goodwin, Godwin? I don't know. I said her name correctly in my other video, but she also did a video and put a statement out since then. I guess maybe like to bring her in to do a little video or even like a 5-minute clip or something like that. I don't know. That would have been real nice. But it just, like I said, it's just not that deep, right? So I thought we would go underneath here and see what some of the comments were and see if people thought that James Charles was a hypocrite, if he wasn't, blah, blah, blah. And the very first comment is, didn't James just like get offended when someone posted a video destroying his palette? No tea, no shade, love him, but it's ironic. And this has 1.5 thousand likes on it. And then there's 49 replies. Watch the beginning of the video, hun. You clearly didn't watch the whole video, LOL. I recommend you stop skipping half of the video. Yeah, but I guess it is his palette. LMAO, watch the beginning of the video. I know, right? And then they timestamp it. Somebody else timestamps it. Watch the whole video, sis. And it goes on and on and on. And I will say that, as a very famous drama channel of the world, not me, no, but I love when people come to my video and they literally like watch 2 seconds of it and comment on it. And I'm like, yeah, I addressed that at 3 minutes. So did you watch the whole video? And it's kind of the same thing. It's like he literally says, like right at the beginning of the video when Jeffree Star brings him on, he addresses the issue. He even says her name. He even says at the end of it when he breaks his palette, he goes, this one's for you, Lauren. So like, I mean, he does address it in the video, you know? And so always some hype going on though with all that. And then someone else said, who else is scrolling through the comments while watching the video? Me. And then somebody said, I love how Nate is just standing in the background with the flamethrower. You can tell he probably loves that thing. And that was what was so funny to me. That in the background the whole time, like Nate is just sitting back there. And someone said, I thought James would destroy the fake one. Someone said, guys, stop being so soft. It's their money. James even apologized to that girl that destroyed his palette. Also, who cares if they spent money on makeup? They donated $50,000 to a women's shelter. Is your makeup seriously more important than a living being's health? And I think that's a really interesting point of view. And then someone said this should be an every year thing. Okay, hold on a second. Who else is scrolling through the comments? Okay. When you're too rich, I can't even afford a notebook, somebody says. And then somebody says, oh my God, you're doing another series with Shane. And this was two things that were announced in the video, is that Jeffree Star is putting out, he already put it out on Twitter that he was doing this, but that Blood Sugar Part 2 is coming out in March, I think is what he said. And then he's also doing another series with Shane. I believe this will be the series where he walks Shane through, like making a palette. I mean, that's just me speculating, but, and I would love to see that. No hate, but getting rid of that makeup by burning it was extremely unsustainable. It's releasing so many chemicals into the environment. Girl. These are the comments that just wear me out, okay? I can't even go on with that. 27 likes. For all of y'all in the comments saying that wasted money, they just made double the amount of money back or more. True story. Bro. Yes. Bro. James literally tweeted about how some people couldn't afford his palette or get it because it was out of stock and said that destroying it was stupid and rude. And then he literally does exactly that. I love James, but I just don't understand. And why is it not letting me view the replies? It's not letting me view the reply. Is it a deleted tweet? Is it a deleted comment? I doubt it. That's Manny that does that. No, anyway, he says he doesn't. Manny says he doesn't delete tweets. I don't know. Okay, and then people go in here and they say a bunch of other stuff, but are we going to talk about how James came after Lauren for destroying his palette and now he's doing it to other people's? That's a bit hypocritical. No, because the rest of us watched the video. Yes, girl. That's exactly right. James talks about it at 7 minutes and 40 seconds. This is what cracks me up about this, is if you look through these timestamps, they are literally timestamped. Like somebody says like 7:40, somebody says 7:26. I don't know where he says it, but y'all can't get your time straight. There's this thing called watching the whole video. Thank you, Haley. James explains it, but you jump to conclusions. Wow, a bit hypocritical. I love when people get real heated in the comments. Watch the beginning of the effing video, frig. That's for you, Antonio Garza. I love every time she says frig. Okay, oh my God. He gets it, plus it's for a video, and he forgived Lauren. My God, don't you get it? You're so late on stuff. Why don't you watch the video, sis? Oh man, you're so smart and clever. Wow, no one else would have ever thought that. Yep, LMAO. Aren't we going to talk about? Needs to be canceled for 2019. No one needs to talk about anything. A the F frig men. Nobody has to talk about anything if they don't want to. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think James is hypocritical? Do you think he's not? I think that James took a really negative situation and he turned it into something positive. I would still like to see something nice between him and this Lauren gal, you know, who'd care? But anyway, but I do think it's awfully nice that they're donating $25,000 each to women's shelters. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Did you see the video? What did you think about it? I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.